Welcome to our Crypto News Weekly Roundup. Let's explore the key stories that made the headlines in the cryptosphere this week. Binance and CZ defend themselves against SEC lawsuit. Binance and CZ have argued that the SEC have failed to prove that they violated the securities laws by offering certain cryptocurrencies and staking services to US customers. KuCoin settles with NYAG for $22 million over unregistered trading. KuCoin has agreed to refund New York investors and halt all operations in the state after the NYAG accused them of failing to register as a securities and commodities broker and falsely claiming to be an exchange. Zhu gets questioned about the collapse of Three Arrows Capital. Zhu faces questioning by liquidators in a Singapore court for the first time, giving them a chance to gather information and evidence to recover billions of dollars for creditors. Justin Sun assures users that HTX and Poloniex are safe after recent hack. Justin Sun has assured that HTX and Poloniex have recovered from the hack that stole more than $200 million and that users' assets are 100% safe and can be withdrawn. Let's explore all these and more. As you may recall, the SEC sued Binance, Binance.US, and their founder Changpeng Zhao, also known as CZ, in June, accusing them of allowing US customers to buy and trade unregistered securities by listing certain cryptocurrencies and offering a staking service. The SEC claimed that these activities violated the securities laws and the Howey test, a four-part test that determines whether an asset is an investment contract. However, Binance and CZ denied the allegations and filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit in September, arguing that the SEC was overreaching its authority and that the Howey test was not met. Binance.US, which is a separate entity from Binance, also filed a similar motion to dismiss. On December 12, Binance and CZ filed a reply to the SEC's response, reiterating their arguments and adding new ones. They said that the SEC failed to show that there were any obligations or expectations between Binance and its users after they purchased certain cryptocurrencies, which is a key element of the Howey test. They also said that the SEC did not provide any evidence that Binance or CZ had any control over the price or performance of the cryptocurrencies. Binance and CZ also called out the SEC for trying to use their recent settlements with other US regulators in a different case as evidence against them. As you know, Binance and CZ recently pleaded guilty to violating the Bank Secrecy Act and the International Emergency Economic Powers Act and agreed to pay $4.3 billion in fines and forfeitures to the US DOJ, the CFTC, the Office of Foreign Asset Control, and the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Binance and CZ said that these settlements had nothing to do with the securities laws and that they did not admit any jurisdictional admissions under the Bank Secrecy Act. Binance.US also filed its own reply to the SEC on December 12, making similar arguments and emphasizing that it is a distinct and independent company from Binance and CZ, and that it operates in full compliance with US laws and regulations. As of the time of this video, the SEC has not yet responded to the latest filings by Binance, Binance US, and CZ. Also, the court has yet to schedule a hearing date for the motion to dismiss. Meanwhile, another crypto exchange has suffered more disgorgements at the hands of US authorities. This time around, KuCoin has been banned from New York and has agreed to part with $22 million as the penalty for running what was deemed illegal operations in the state. According to a press statement from the New York Attorney General's office, an undercover investigator from the NYAG revealed that they were able to create an account using a computer with a New York-based IP address and trade several cryptocurrencies on the platform, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the controversial Terra Suite tokens, Luna and UST. Based on this finding, New York Attorney General Letitia James said that KuCoin has been operating illegally in New York without registering as a securities and commodities broker-dealer, as required by law. KuCoin also claimed to be an exchange, but it was not registered with the federal authorities either. This means that KuCoin was not subject to any oversight or regulation and could expose its users to fraud, manipulation, and security breaches. On these grounds, AG James sued KuCoin for these violations and secured a consent order that required KuCoin to pay more than $22 million in penalties and refunds. KuCoin must refund over 150,000 New York investors more than $16.7 million and pay more than $5.3 million to the state. KuCoin is also banned from trading securities and commodities in New York and is prohibited from making its platform available to New Yorkers. If you are a New York user of KuCoin, you have 90 days starting December 12 to withdraw your assets from the platform. KuCoin must also cooperate with US law enforcement by responding to requests to freeze assets and provide information. The NYAG said that this settlement was part of its ongoing efforts to protect New York investors and consumers from predatory crypto platforms and to increase oversight and regulation of the crypto industry. This is a huge blow for KuCoin and a warning for other crypto platforms that operate without proper registration and regulation. The New York Attorney General has been cracking down on predatory and illegal crypto practices and has recovered more than $500 million from such platforms to date. In October of this year, the NYAG sued Gemini, Genesis, and DCG for defrauding investors through the concealment of losses and lies. She said that unregistered offshore crypto platforms pose a risk to investors, consumers, and the broader economy, and that crypto companies must play by the same rules as other financial institutions. Meanwhile, in Singapore, Three Arrows Capital co-founder Zhu has faced questioning by a court for the first time since the collapse of the crypto fund. Three Arrows Capital, or 3AC, was a crypto fund that made huge profits by taking leveraged bets on various cryptocurrencies. It was co-founded by Zhu and Kyle Davies, two prominent figures in the crypto industry. However, things went south for the fund in 2022 when the crypto market crashed and wiped out billions of dollars from the fund's portfolio. As a result, the fund collapsed and left thousands of creditors in the lurch. Since then, the fund has been under investigation by liquidators who are trying to recover the money owed to the creditors. The liquidators, appointed by a court in the British Virgin Islands, where the fund was registered, have accused Zhu and Davis of not cooperating with their probe and hiding the fund's assets. The liquidators are seeking to recover $1.3 billion from the duo, out of the total $3.3 billion that the creditors are still owed. But Zhu and Davies have denied any wrongdoings and have challenged the liquidators' authority and claims. They have also avoided appearing in court or answering the liquidators' questions. That changed on December 13, when Zhu was finally questioned by the liquidators' lawyers in a Singapore court. This was the first time that Zhu faced direct questioning about the fund's collapse, giving the liquidators their best chance yet to gather information and evidence. Zhu was questioned for 2 days in a private hearing, where he had to answer questions of how the fund failed, where the assets were, and what his role was. The questioning was approved by the court after Zhu was arrested and jailed at a Singapore airport in September for failing to cooperate with the liquidation process. Zhu is set to be released sometime this month based on his good behavior. Zhu's questioning is a significant development in the case, as it could reveal new details and clues that could help the liquidators track down the fund's assets and recover the money for the creditors. The liquidators will share the information obtained from the questioning with the creditors and the authorities, with the aim of maximizing recoveries. Apart from that, Zhu and Davies are still facing legal troubles in other jurisdictions, including the US, where they are being sued by the SEC for allegedly selling unregistered securities. They are also banned from the crypto industry in Singapore, where the central bank imposed 9-year prohibition orders on them for violating the rules and regulations. Three Arrows Capital was once a shining star in the crypto space, but its downfall has exposed the risks and challenges of the industry. Zhu and Davies are among the former crypto heroes whose reputations have been tarnished by the fund's collapse. Meanwhile, the liquidators are still looking for Davies, who remains elusive and out of reach as of the time of this video. Speaking of crypto companies losing money, HTX and Poloniex are slowly getting back in business following a recent hack. HTX and Poloniex were hacked in November, losing more than $200 million worth of crypto assets to the attackers. This caused a lot of panic and uncertainty among the users of both platforms, who were unable to withdraw their funds for a while. But there is some good news. Justin Sun, who is involved with both projects, has assured users that their assets are 100% safe and that both exchanges have recovered from the hack. In an interview with CoinDesk, he explained that HTX and Poloniex have resumed withdrawals for most of the tokens and that they have covered all of the losses with their own funds. He also said that HTX and Poloniex are in stable and healthy operation and that they are cooperating with law enforcement to catch the hackers. To compensate the users for their inconvenience, HTX and Poloniex have announced an airdrop of 1 USDT token for every dollar worth of tokens that users hold on the platforms. This means that users will get some extra money for sticking with HTX and Poloniex during this difficult time. HTX and Poloniex are two of the most widely used crypto exchanges in the world, with billions of dollars in combined trading volume every day. They are also closely linked to Justin Sun, who is an investor in Poloniex and an advisor for HTX. Sun is also the founder of Tron, one of the most popular and successful blockchains in the crypto space. However, Justin Sun is not without controversy. The SEC previously sued Justin Sun, claiming that TRX is a security and that Sun violated the securities laws by selling it to the public without proper registration. Sun has denied the allegations and asked for more time to respond to the lawsuit. The outcome of this case could have a huge impact on Tron and the crypto industry as a whole. That is all for the news this week. If you found our video informative, then please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to get updates on all our future videos. Also, let us know what topics you would like us to cover next in the comments below.